Good evening guys, very warm welcome to the channel today. As with Ryanair, and as you voted, we are going to be going to Bologna in Italy, and we are going to be taking the Ryanair over there today. Got a few added extras. We've obviously got the PFD mod, we've added the changed the data revs for the clouds, and I've also changed the data revs for the ocean, so we should see some nice clouds when we get up there. And flight times around 3 hours or so. Going for a flight level of around 340, so should be a lovely one. We're using a new Reshade for the arrival as we're coming in the dark, which should be very nice. So, or for a dawn sort of arrival. So don't forget to like and subscribe guys, leave your comments down below. Now that's all said, we can get into the cockpit, start the aircraft up and admire the views today. So let's get in there and start her up. Okay, so we're in the 737-800 cockpit now, so we'll go battery on and guarded, standby power is guarded with our ground power. We'll go to bat and ground power. After that, we'll start the one pump, get the APU starting up. After that, we'll put our anti-collision on, we'll get the circuit breakers and the panel lights to come on. Turn on our navs, get them aligned. After that, we'll turn on our probes, get our window heats all set. Turn on our emergency lights with the chimes, got our emergency light armed. Turn on the right electric at the trim air with the packs. Then wait for the APU to come to life for the APU bleed. We're going to be taking the 4-1 November for the star in, so we arc around and then get down in for runway 12. Flight level is 340, okay, which is set, and the airport elevation coming down on the ILS Yankee for runway 12 is 120, so we'll leave it at 100, which is cool. And now what we'll do is we'll go into the FMC. We've got all our panels lit. Let's go and light our radios. Leave the front light off. Okay, so go get our ATIS first for Gran Canaria, which is Golf Charlie Lima Papa. We'll go in and get that sent off. Go and get our position now. Make sure to stick in. For our route, we're going to Lima, India, Papa Echo. For the departure, we're leaving runway 03 left. And on our way out, the route that we've got set is going to be the Coral 6 Alpha. We'll just take us straight out and then we'll make a right turn past the Lanzarote VOR and head straight up towards Coral. And once we get to 4, which is all set. So what we can do now is to turn our electric on, put our fuel pumps on, switch over the APU, turn on our yaw damper, not to forget that, and we'll start the APU bleed. Now that's all said and done, we're going to our perf. Let's get our weight and everything. Reserves of 2.8. Got a cost index today of 47. Flight level of 340, which is fine. N1 limits. We are going to be rocking a little heavy today. So flaps 5, 145, a 146 and a 155. 155. 340, which is set. Turn on the flight director's arm, the auto throttle. Be coming out on the 026, which is set. Go ahead and do our tests. Okay, And what I also want to do is I want to set up the VOR for Lanzarote, which is the 115.20. Okay. And then after the 115, we'll get going on to our next VOR, which will be Barcelona. Okay, set them. And put the map back to map. Everything's all good here. Let's put the TAR8 on. Check the recall. So we are practically now all set to go. Auto brake set to RT. So we don't need the tug to come, as we're going to push straight off the stand. So we'll start up on the block. Let's have a look now. QNH is 1020. 20, which is set. And we'll go ahead and drop our flaps at 5 as we're going off from the block. So we'll turn our right pack off and we'll go ahead and start with our doors and everything to close off. Extend the doors, switch over, remove the chock, ASU, and now we're going to start engine number 2. Okay, so engine number 2 now has come over. We'll turn the pack on for that. We'll take the left off. We'll go with engine number 1. So we've changed the data refs and everything in the clouds and the ocean, which should make do for a nice departure. We'll see how they fare. We used a Reshade for the arrival as well. A new one, the SPADE, which you can get off the Xplane forums. Okay, so let's go and power up engine number 1. Okay, engine number 1 now is coming over. Okay, there's engine number 1, so we'll put our pack on, the isolation valve to auto, we'll switch over onto the Gen 1, we'll turn the APU bleed off with the APU, we can put our taxi lights on as we are now all ready to go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to basically come out, do a left, go to the end of the runway and take a left onto 03 left. So we'll do our systems check. So let's get that all up and ready. Okay, so we've got full left, full right, full forward, full backwards, rudder left and rudder right. So 040 at 09, 19.2. Okay, so we've got 040 at 09. Whoops, there we go. Okay, so everything's all good here. We've got 6 on the trim, which is set. So we're ready to go now, guys. So what we can do is we will release the we're on a bit of a slope. So make a left turn here. swing a left now, then get onto the taxiway. So power on down to the ends as we're going through Romeo. That's in Romeo 3, I should expect we'll go around on the Romeo 1. So yeah, we changed the data reps on the clouds, so the clouds should look better, and we've also switched up the ocean as well. Should give it a nice look. So as we're coming up now for 03 left, doing as we'll put our strobes to steady, wing and wheel well, put our runway turn-offs as well.
Cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Thank you very much. So here we are now entering on to 03 left. Okay, so here we are now. Okay, so we're all on set on the runway, so we put the LNAV and the VNAV on. We'll turn on our landing lights, brief the cabin, tell her that we're going. We can start the clock. Let's get our yoke in as well. So we'll lift up, we'll turn on our weather radar if we have got any. Release the brake. 45%. And toga. Airspeed alive. Check. Throttle hold.
V1, rotate.
Rotate. You're up. Check. Auto throttle can go off. Check. So, we climb through 1,100 now. So, passing up through 9,000 feet now. And we'll go for 340. Okay, so we're just passing 10,000 feet now. We'll turn our landing lights off, our runway turn off, send our taxis. Strobes are on, keep our logo on even though it's day. And we can now take these seatbelts off as we get ready to make that right turn now. Okay, so the aircraft's holding nice and stable. We're going to direct straight to 340 now. And as you can see, there's our big long route now. Okay, so we're just passing through 27,000 feet as we climb up to our 340. Ready to make our left turn towards Canaria. Okay, so just passing near 29,000. Okay, so now we're near to our top of climb, 34,000, just passing 32.6. So what we can do is we'll go to our top of climb and we'll do our takeoff cinematics. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, leave your comments down below, and I shall see you when we get back for our top of descent as we come in for Bologna that you guys voted for on the channel. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. Hi guys, welcome back to the flight deck. Now as you can see we are in our new preset which I downloaded off of the Xplane forums, which is the SPADE preset. You need to have Fly Lure installed so you can put part of the script in there, which will then you put the Reshade preset in as well. I've twigged it a little as you get a lot of flickering over the lights, but you can tell with the lights over here they're a lot brighter, and when we get down onto that runway it should be nicer to see. Look out of our window now, we can actually see out of it and see clear, which is one good thing the Reshade does do, this SPADE one. Now we're going to be coming in for the sunrise. So we are currently 95 miles from the Bravo Oscar Alpha VOR, which is basically our airport. And yeah, so we're going to run up to the airport, we're going to pass straight overhead, then we're going to swing a left to then intercept down onto the runway. And on our charts we have the ILS 12 Yankee, and for that we're going to basically come over from 5,000 at the Bravo Oscar Alpha VOR, and then we'll descend down, well, from the NDB to 2,500 feet, where we'll turn around to the 115 and we'll be on the 3-degree glide path ready to come down. So up down into the airport. Once we get to the Bologna VOR, then we're going to basically turn to 308, which will then take us up, and for the 308 do -2 +2, so we'll be doing a 128, which will be our intercept. So 128 is the radial that will intercept on the 308. So as that's all sorted now, as you can see we've got lovely lovely lights from down below coming in as we rock out. Okay, so what we're doing is we're just tracking inbound to the Bologna VOR. That's where we're going to basically intercept on the 128 radial, which is basically the 308 heading, and then we'll turn left to intercept the 115 onto the ILS for runway 12 on the Yankee. Currently descending down through 265 on our charts. By the time will be 240, so what we'll do is go down to 240. Open up the speed brakes. As we start to come down, we'll turn on to the 308 once we leave. And whilst we're now descending, we can now set up the aircraft for the arrival. So for the ILS, Cat C330 on the Barrow, which is set. Go ahead and do that on the first officer's side as well. .330, which is set. Also go in now and get our ATIS. So Lima, India, Papa, Echo. Send that off as we now wait. Okay, so there's 240. Okay, so the aircraft will now start to descend further down to the airfield. We're currently 52 miles away. Got the Barrow set now for the ILS. We can go and configure the aircraft. So 155 4 on our way, 17 to 4, which will be 2223. So we've got a 152.6, which we'll put in there. Do flaps 30, 152 plus 5, 157. Go get our ATIS now. So 030 at 03 knots. Our visibility, view 3, and QNH is at 1010. So we'll put that on standby now. Okay, 1010. 1010, which is set. The ILS is 108.90, so let's go ahead and set that up. Okay, which is set. Closing into the VOR now. As we're holding 240 as we come in. Cabin crew to let everybody know that we're coming down. So we'll go for auto brake number 2. When we come off of the runway, we'll come off at Golf, which will then take us on to Tango, and we can slip straight into the gate. So it should be fairly straightforward as we're coming down now. If we check out progress, you see everything's all fine here. Okay, so we're passing through 12,000 feet as we make our way to the airport now. Got the auto brake set at number 2. Coming down at 240 and a 285. Going to intercept on the 128 radial for the 304 heading. Open up speed brakes. So 11,000 feet now. Pass under 10, beyond 250. Got the QNHs set, which is 1010, and they'll be activated at 6,000 feet. Okay, currently 15 miles, so we'll turn the vertical speed on. And we'll start to descend down manually now. Still stay on the ONAV. As we come round the bend. So down to 230. So by doing it like this, the aircraft won't go on a mad one as we spin around to come in for the ILS. So just pass through 10,000 feet as we come for 2.5 to intercept for the ILS. By the time we hit the Bologna NDB, it should be around 1340. Should be around 4 nautical miles from the runway. Now you can see as we get lower, that Reshade's doing a great job of bringing all the colours to life. So once we leave here, then we'll be ready to go on to the 308. Still currently on the 285. As we're bringing her down at around 1200 feet per minute. Also brakes are number 2, we're coming in flaps 30, 152 plus 5 is a 157. Okay, so we're passing down through 6006 now. We're all set past the VOR, so now we'll turn on the ILSs as we get ready to swing her in. So as you can see, the turbines come in, put our QNHs to the airports, which is 1010. As we're now coming to the Bologna 10, which is practically basically a 10 mile out. Passing through 5004 now. Got our bank angle to max right now. We can go ahead and do our approach checklist as we are all set now, ready to come in for runway 12. So for our approach checklist, we've got engine start switches which are continuous. There we go. After that, we've got our landing lights, which is on under 10,000 feet, which is checked. Got the altimeter setting, which is a 1010, which is cross-checked on either side. The ILS course frequency, which is a 108.90 for the 128. After that, we're coming in for the 115, which we can change now for the courses of the runway, which is set. V-card approach speed rev, which is a flaps 30 for a 152 plus 5 for a 157. Landing lights are on, flaps will be set, and they are armed. Speed brakes are armed, and we are all good to go with auto brake set at number 2. Sending now through 4,000 feet, right where we need to be, 2,500 above, which is fine. Come down to our flaps up speed now. As we get ready to swing round. Okay, 1-4 it wants. There we go. So,
1,000 to go.
Set our heading back. 1-4. As we go into the turn. And we get ready to rock in on our flaps once we intercept. Okay. Now put the approach on. As we come round to intercept for the ILS. Our flaps up speed now. Now we'll go down to our flaps 5. So, localizer is now going to activate onto the single channel. Glide slope is in, missed approach altitude for the runway. (3,500 feet). Okay, so there's the glide slope. Coming in, let the aircraft re-establish itself. Okay, so glide slope will now lock and take out the altitude hold. Once it does, then we'll go flaps 15, gear down. Okay, there's flaps 15 and gear down. Okay, so here we come now, coming down to our flaps 15, 7 DME away. Coming in nice and stable, so we'll go flaps 30. There's a 157. Okay, so I'm happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the autopilot and we'll disconnect the auto throttle. Now I have control of the aircraft. Everything's all set, we're all good to come in, speed brake is armed. 12 knot crosswind. Keeping us stable as we come down, admiring the lovely lights of the new Reshade.
Thousand feet stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
400. 300. 200. 100.
Think rate. Think rate.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, speed brakes are up and reversers are active. Check. Okay, and here's our Golf. Now we'll turn the speed brakes in and retract our flaps, and there we are, guys, down in Bologna for the flight of the evening. Turn on our auto brakes. Okay, so there we are, guys. What we're going to do now is we'll go to our landing cinematics, and I'll see you guys all after the break when we taxi to the gate down in Bologna. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. join me on Friday, tomorrow, when we take the Ryanair back home, and we'll be doing that all in the space of the evening. So don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you all soon for the Friday night flight. So take care for now, guys. Bye bye.
Thousand feet, stabilized, Mr. Bridge, altitude set.
$400. $300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 10.